Okay guys, we're now going to do the next part of our web page, which is create hyperlinks. Now basically, as you've already learned, web pages basically consist of three things. Okay, they consist of text, which you know everything about and can do flawlessly now. They consist of images or media of some sort, and they consist of links. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about that very last part, how to put in links. Alright, it's actually not a very difficult process, but you do need to do a little prep work first. So we're going to go into this link. I'm going to go into my notepad document, and the first thing I want to do to clean this up is I actually am tired of all of this junk here. What I really want to do is I actually want to kind of put in so that it's beginning to look like an actual web page. You notice where I have here, I have all my different titles and different stuff. I think I'm going to use the H1 text as my title, get rid of all the other junk. So let's go back to index 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that. Alright, so let's go back where it says text. I'm going to get rid of the block quotes because I want this to be centered. And I do think typically when you're doing with images and stuff, it probably should be centered. I'm going to use my H1 text, get rid of all the other titles, get rid of the block quote. I can actually even get rid of that middle thing that says centered because both the image, which is here, oops, looks like I copied something wrong. The image which is here and the text are all both going to be centered. And I'm going to put this, or welcome to Mr. Rasconi's Art Gallery. Exclamation point. Okay, so welcome to Mr. Rasconi's Art Gallery. Alright, so let's go File, Save. Actually, go Save As, just in case I made a mistake. Index3.htm, right? File, Save. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to change this to 3.htm. Boom, there we go. Welcome to Mr. Rasconi's Art Gallery. I have my pretty picture of my little raccoons here, and I've got everything I want. Alright, so that's good. Now, the one thing I do want to do is I also really want to put in another web page here. I'm going to have to link to a different web page, so I have to have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here where it says index 3, go back to my web page, and I'm going to say the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put in a link to Google. Why not? Alright, so I'm going to put, if you like Google, click here. Now, of course, that has to be paragraph, that has to be text. So I'm going to go Open P, and then I'm just going to close that. But I actually want to make a link out of the word here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you do that. That's actually a fairly simple trick. Links are in the form of an A tag. So A equal, okay, and it's href. So in other words, the hyperlink reference is going to equal, and I'm going to type in the link. So http backslash colon // www.google.com. Alright, now I've already made a mistake here that I can see, which is that I use a semicolon instead of a colon, and I keep on doing it over and over again. That's bad. Okay, and so that's my reference. That is going to be a link. Now I close the tag here, and then what comes next after that is going to be the text that's going to be the link. In this case, it's the word here. I'm going to open my caret. I'm going to close the hyperlink tag, the letter A, and then the P closes the text. Now I know that looks a little complicated, but if you think about it, that makes sense. This is the paragraph text. Here is a hyperlink, and you're defining the hyperlink by this thing. That tells you where to go. Let's see if I did it right. File, save as. Now I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I make frequent mistakes when I'm typing HTML because it's a very detailed orientated thing. So I'm going to save this as a new web page, index4.html, because I'm not sure if it's going to work. If I keep on making the same mistake over and over again, I go into the web, look at different web pages, and see if I can find how it's done there. All right, let's go here. We're going to go look at index 4 and see what happens. Oh, there you go. If you like Google, click here. Yeah, now you notice this is plain text. This is not clickable, but the word here, you click on it, and it brings you to the website. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to get there, but that's okay. There we go. Goes to Google. This is my personal Google site, which it automatically goes to. So that's how you created a hyperlink to an external website. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is, well, wait a minute. I actually really like pictures. Okay. And I want to use pictures as hyperlink buttons. So let's go back here. And I'm going to do some more paragraph stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to slip it right in here. I'm going to go break. Remember asterisk, BR, close asterisk. That will drop you down to the next line. If you want to read about the 3 Mile River, click the image. Okay? So that's more text. If you want to read about the 3 Mile River, click the image. So I'm going to open a hyperlink. I'm going to put it on another line. Remember, that actually doesn't go down unless there's a break. I'm just putting it on another line so you can see what I'm typing. A, href, ref equals http://www.3mileriver.com. All right. Now, whatever comes next is going to become the button. So all I have to do is take this picture here and put it right after the hyperlink. And then I close the hyperlink by open caret, \A, close caret. And you notice again, I'm very, very bad at typing. There we go. And I'm going to try to see what that does. Now file, save as. I'm going to make this index5.html. And I'm going to hit, whoops, got to save it as all files too, save. So let's go back to our web page and see what happens. Now you're going to discover something very disturbing happens. And it's going to take a while to fix it, so I'm not going to address it in this tutorial. Let's hit enter. And you got all this text, and you now notice that there's the image has become a button. When I click on it, it brings me to 3 Mile River Web Gallery. The downside about that, though, you may notice is that there's now a border around the picture. There's a way of getting rid of that, and I'll cover that later. All right? So that's the first part. Now, the next question you're going to have is like, yeah, but I have my own web page. How do I click to pages within my own web? And that's what I'm going to cover next.